Welcome back to Intables, everyone. So the market continuing on down today. How exactly do I plan on playing into this? A lot of people are curious exactly how you would short the market when the market continues on down. I will say we're reaching a very specific level that we could have a major move down from, or we could have a possible major bounce here and continue on up. We are going to be careful here. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for to have that major move. And also, if you happen to be interested in intraday perspective breakouts, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert again. We had major breakouts today like ISPO and many other breakouts that we had throughout the day. And also, if you guys can like this video, it does help other people find it and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over the daily chart with you guys here so you guys can see exactly what we're looking out for going into tomorrow. Again, a very key point that we do need to hold. If we do not hold this, then we could have a major move to the downside. Now, before we get started, if you happen to be interested in major breakouts throughout the day, we mentioned a major breakout with ISPO today from $20.27 today, jumping up over $100 on the day, over 400% on that breakout. So if you do want to see all these breakouts throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like that again. As you guys can see here on the daily chart, again, we had this major pullback today. I did want to mention our 440 mark that, again, we did drop down below a couple days ago. Again, Zelensky did mention that they did expect a possible attack by Russia on Wednesday. That sure enough was a sarcasm move and sure enough had a bounce from then. I do want to consider exactly what this red candle did do. We did drop down below 440. We bounced off of our 435 level. And as you guys can see going into today, we are getting very close to that 435 level that we did test a couple days ago. As you guys can see, we were looking to see if we can hold this symmetric triangle. As you guys can see, we are testing it. We are looking to see if we can hold it, but we are dropping below it. The bears, sure enough, are strong enough to drop down below it. We are going to be looking for a possible continuation down below this symmetric triangle to possibly complete our bear flag that we have been mentioning here. As you guys can see, we do have a bear flag that we have been mentioning as a possible continuation on down here. And sure enough, it looks like we are playing out on this bear flag so far. Again, we have a lot of fear in the market. So the question will be if the bears have enough strength to drop down below our continuation on down that we had leading into Powell. Again, Powell did mention a lot of bearish comments at this point in time. We did not continue on down. So the market has had a lot of fear and sure enough to bounce back from that fear. So the answer to exactly how I would play into this, I would definitely say wait for that confirmation to drop below that symmetric triangle. If we do not get the body of the candle to drop below that symmetric triangle, then in my opinion, we are still in the range to possibly bounce back. But if we do drop down below 435 and we do continue on down with an increase in sell volume, as you guys can see, we have a decrease in sell volume, showing us that we still could bounce. So again, I would be looking for that increase in volume here to possibly have that major move down. And in my opinion, if we do continue on down with that major move with volume increasing, again, we don't want to get wicked to the downside here. We want to make sure we do cover here. So we're going to be looking for that increase in volume, making sure we get confirmation on that short here. Now, if we did get that increase in volume dropping below 435, then in my opinion, we would be getting a price target possibly here at 415. And the reason why I mentioned 415 is you guys can see we do have our extension of our bear flag here showing us that 415 is that very specific level and a lot of consolidation that we had previously from this chart at this point. As you guys can see, we had multiple bounces exactly here at 415. We did hold this level. We got rejected to the upside multiple times, but when we did hold this level and we bounced off of it, we continued on up here on the SPY. So here on the S&P 500, I want to see if we can hold 415 if we do drop down below 435. Again, I'm not going to be shorting from 435 to 415. I will be playing an intraday perspective breakout if we do get that increase in volume here. But as far as the swing, again, we are looking more bearish than bullish as far as a continuation on down. Again, we have to lean that we are more bearish than bullish here. Watching futures will be very key for exactly where we do have this candle and where we might head going into tomorrow. But as far as what we're looking for here, again, we are looking to see if we can bounce back over 440 to possibly have that continuation up. Again, we do have our wick to the downside, but we do not have the body here below 440, showing us that we do have a possible bounce here. But again, as you guys can see on the larger time frames, we have this possible bear flag that's playing out here, which gives us the possibility to have a major move down. So as far as the continuation up, we're looking to see if we can, again, hold 435, reclaim 440 going into tomorrow. And if we can go into next week, again, we do have a 3-day weekend that we are leading into, which possibly could create more bears going into tomorrow. We're going to make sure we are careful, hopefully getting a bounce going into tomorrow. But we are going to be looking for that bounce back over 440 and then continue on past our 447.50 mark that we were looking for yesterday to possibly have a continuation. Again, we did mention yesterday, if we did get rejected here at 447.50, then we could continue on down and retest 435 here. And we would be looking to see if we can hold this level level, and sure enough, we are now testing around that 435 level that we did bounce off of again when Zelensky did have this large amount of fear that we had with Russia possibly attacking Ukraine on Wednesday, but sure enough, that was, again, false news. Now, one thing I will say is it is very much predicated on if we have any bad news with Russia overnight. Again, the last few days we have been getting bad news with Russia. Again, they did add 7,000 troops after taking away troops a couple days ago. Again, this was all speculation news, and sure enough, there was no troops that were taken away. There was only troops that were added today, and again, Biden did mention that we have a high probability of Russia attacking Ukraine, and so we will be looking for that news. If we do get any negative news here, again, I will be shorting. I shorted the heck out of the market today, along with getting that major breakout with ISPO today because of that news on Russia. Getting 7,000 troops added to what they had said had lost troops was just a very big news highlight, and as you guys can see, we are getting rejected on our 20-day moving average here on the daily chart as well. So if we do have a bounce tomorrow and we get rejected on our 20, then in my opinion, that is confirming our bearish move even more so. So if we do have a bounce tomorrow, then we will be looking to see if we can get rejected at this 20-day moving average as far as playing a bearish move. But if we are looking for that bullish move, we would want to see if we can bounce back over the 20, see if we can start to respect it, and then continue on up and get this 50-day moving average again to cross down below our 20 to get more bullish momentum here. Now, again, if you do want to see all of my daily breakout alerts throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert again. If you guys do want to see my updates on ISPO, check out the videos before this. I went over exactly what we're looking for to have a continuation there and how exactly those played out. And again, all of you instables that have been supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys. Much love to every one of you guys. And if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.